Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
Hey, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise, do your job, and go lead your team.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Another run for Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dak now from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Cowboys putting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Give now to Gray. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. That's complete to Darius Slayton. Has some daylight through the 40. Keeps it moving. Hits the 20. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow their lead to 14-0. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants lead 15-0 in this first quarter.
To kick off for New
send this away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun is Prescott. That's it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Pulled in at the 20. Fights his way through a tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Gray here on the carry. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds his back, here's Eric Gray. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 15-0 ball game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Savon Rebel on the coverage. 60s, cut.
This is Gray. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
He put some juice on it. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league Short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Driving forward with Scatterbull. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants making a 3-possession game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And this drive will start inside the 25. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Second down.
Prescott here from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, Prescott. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Prescott. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 15. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Dancing past him. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
On first down, here's Darts. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Under the gun this time. Here's Darts. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Cano's point after is good. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points. Ready to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. A minute 58 to play, we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Dak out of the pistol. Now here he goes. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Offense up to the line fast. Dak to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Okay. Gotta be honest with you, I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
He's in trouble and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Anger on now to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Starts the return at the 34. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here Starks. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. Cut near the goal does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help him get some points here going into the half.
The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette. The LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Ready, go!
Scatterboo does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go,
Second half starts with a run by Williams. His foray out the middle, that's about 3. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. Deep. Prescott is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were. So they keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Yeah, here we go. I take
Third and long, Prescott. Lost control of another one. And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
Shoves him off. Jukes away from one. Still moving, and a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. The option, it's Scatterboo. He'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Looking quickly here.
45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second
And he takes the spike. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it third down. They'll throw, third and long. Pass complete to Robinson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing them.
A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Let's go.
Dart gonna throw again. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants push their lead further to start the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dart in this offense getting set to go for two. Running the read option. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on two more.
Giants 37, Cowboys 7.
Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Loses it again. And it's picked out by the Giants. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Giants grow their lead off the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap. And that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming. Boy, did it pay dividends.
Giants offense and Dart looking to get two more here.
The Giants will line up.
Frankfurt with the option, and he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. We're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Draw play. This is Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. But anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because
wow, it's free again! It looks like the Giants got to that one!
you know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Ready, go!
On play action with Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ryan Dable has the offense out there. They're trying for 2.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, they are perfect no longer. Defense finally stops him on a 2-point try. You think this is just a case of they were going to go for it every time, Brock, until it didn't work out?
Yeah, not a gambler, but this is house money. And when you feel this good and you're this hot, continue to take advantage. They've obviously seen something this week in their preparation that they could go after these guys they have. And I don't think one time getting stopped is going to deter them moving forward.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Makes the tackle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
So much to like about that run, KD, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Prime Time. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. First and 10 from the 32. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard
From the gun is Prescott. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down. Now here's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yeah! Here we go, boy.
3rd and long for him here. Puts some air under it, deep down the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, King. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He takes it at the 4. Escapes the defender. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Go!
Now Dart. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Dart setting in the throw here. Hits him on the end route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Caught, nice gain left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Dart now. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants grow their lead yet again.
Giants 58, Cowboys 7. To kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys about set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Loses it again. It looks like the Giants got to that one.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the...
And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Giants are running them out of the building. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead. Ready to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they've played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. The Giants using their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like the play.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Wow, it's free again! And it's picked up by the Giants. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Giants throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it. Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Darting this offense, getting set to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They want to run it across, and they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Well, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago, but some people,
you sure?
they're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go, and apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best, and this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this, you run it up on an opponent, you better watch your back down the road.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like that play.
They'll start with a give to Davis. And he stopped quickly. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They'll go again with Davis. Ran into a wall. That time, a couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. He's got it on the bootleg. On the move, headed right. He loses it again. And it's picked out by the Giants. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. This is a heater going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Giants offense and Dart looking to get two more here.
The Giants will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Zach coming more onto this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for two, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Okay, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those two went out on the field, like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
Good now, ready to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Dumped off to his running back. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Giants into the nickel. 3rd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force 4th down. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.